On the news, internal crisis and legal hurdles stall ADC state congresses. Bode George raises concerns over alleged plot by APC and Inec to undermine Nigeria's democratic system. World Bank says over 140 million Nigerians are presently poor. In addition, we have the exchange rates and weather report. Stand by now for the details. Ikehua will be here in just a moment.
Welcome to the news on the hour on Providence Television International. I am Ugbebo Ikehua. The leadership crisis rocking the African Democratic Congress shows no sign of abating as internal wrangling and legal hurdles have stalled the state congresses scheduled for Saturday, April 11, 2026. However, while some states have announced the suspension of their congresses, a few states have vowed to proceed with the Congress ahead of the party's national convention. In Edo State, the party held its ward and local government area congresses across the 192 wards and 18 local government areas to elect new leaders, emphasizing that it is ready for the state congress fixed for Saturday. And in a related development, the ADC has filed a suit before a federal high court in Abuja seeking an order compelling Inec to restore the names of Senator David Mark and Rauf Aregbesola as the party's national chairman and national secretary. The suit followed the removal of their names alongside other members of the party's national working committee from Inec's official portal on April 1st, 2026. In a motion on notice dated April 7th, filed by counsel to David Mark, Suleiman Usman, SAN, the plaintiff is asking the court to issue a mandatory injunction directing Inec to reinstate the affected officials. Former Deputy National Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Bode George, has raised concerns over an alleged plot by the ruling All Progressives Congress and the Independent National Electoral Commission to undermine Nigeria's democratic system ahead of the 2027 general elections. In a statement on Thursday, George accused both institutions of actions and pronouncements suggesting an attempt to prevent the emergence of any presidential candidate other than President Bola Tinubu. He warned that such developments could erode democratic principles and threaten the nation's political stability. The World Bank has disclosed the poverty rate in Nigeria has risen to about 140 million people, indicating a disconnect between price moderation and real income growth. The report indicated that despite the showdown in inflation, there is a limited impact of recent macroeconomic improvements on household welfare. The World Bank also noted that reforms aimed at boosting livelihoods, particularly by expanding access to more productive work, is critical to reverse Nigeria's high poverty levels. The United States Mission in Nigeria has announced the suspension of visa appointments at its embassy in Abuja. It also noted that American citizen services are still available in cases of emergency by appointment. The development comes amid the broader security advisory issued by the United States, which authorized the departure of non-emergency staff from its Abuja embassy while expanding its Nigeria travel blacklist to 23 states. According to the advisory, terrorist attacks continue to pose a threat across multiple locations, including markets, religious centers, hotels, and public gatherings. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Kwayolo has moved decisively to reverse what his administration describes as years of developmental decay. He stated that his administration has recorded significant gains across infrastructure, education, healthcare, and security within 18 months in office. The State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Prince Kasib Afegbua, also disclosed at a press conference in Benin City that the current trajectory of development in Edo State offers renewed hope, noting that the governor has approached leadership with purpose while delivering tangible dividends of democracy. FIFA on Thursday announced the list of match officials for the World Cup, which will run from June 11th to July 19th, 2026, featuring 52 referees, including 6 women. In addition, the football governing body will appoint 88 assistant referees and 30 video match officials. The World Cup in the United States, Canada and Mexico will be the biggest in history, with 48 teams and 104 matches. Renowned Congolese referee Jean-Jacques Ndala, who officiated the 2025 AFCON final, has been left out of the list of referees selected for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup, as FIFA named 7 center referees, 10 assistant referees and 2 video assistant referees from across Africa. The exclusion of Ndala comes after the controversial Africa Cup of Nations final, which held in Morocco. Ndala, who took charge of the match between Senegal and Morocco, found himself at the center of attention after the game descended into chaos, with Senegalese players walking off the pitch in protest. And now to the weather report. The weather forecast for Saturday, 11th April 2026. In Abuja, it will be mostly cloudy with a temperature of 36 degrees Celsius. In Lagos, it would also be cloudy with a temperature of 32 degrees Celsius. In Benin, there will be scattered thunderstorms with temperatures of 33 degrees. In Port Harcourt, there will be thunder showers with a temperature of 32 degrees. And in Kaduna, it will be partly sunny with a temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. In Enugu, it will be mostly cloudy with a temperature of 33 degrees, and in Sokoto, it will be mostly sunny with a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. And in Washington and London, it will be cloudy with temperatures of 19 degrees Celsius in Washington and 12 degrees in London. In Johannesburg, it will be partly sunny with a temperature of 24 degrees. In Rome, it will be sunny with a temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. And in Paris, there will be light rain with a temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. And to the exchange rates, 1 United States dollar, its equivalent in naira is 1,373, 1 euro, 1,604, 1 British pound, 1,842, and the Canadian dollar presently stands at 992 naira, while the Australian dollar stands at 969 naira. And that's the news on the hour on Providence Television International. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.